And welcome back, everybody, to the Zanpakuto series. Have you missed it? From Shaw's 82 to start us off this month, we have what is the Zanpakuto of Burt Gummer, one of the best characters in all of movie history, man. I feel I was denied critical, need to know information. That and broke into the wrong goddamn rec room, did you bastard? Oh man, Tremors is such a fun series. I love Tremors to death. I own pretty much the entire. Well, no, not the entire. I own 5 out of the 7 films they did. I really gotta see if I can find the because I know it's on YouTube for free. But I want to see if I can find the series they did on DVD. That'd be fun because I like that series too. And Michael Gross as this character, who knew he'd be the standout of it, and then may be the face of the franchise afterwards. But Burt Gummer is actually one of those guys we can really make a pretty easy assumption what the Zanpakuto actually does. Okay. So first and foremost, it's probably akin to a keto melee type hold, you'll understand. And it would still be a standard katana. 90% of them are all katanas. There's only some variations. Now, its release probably would just be fire for obvious reasons. Now, the Shikai of this Zanpakuto would be called, and I might have used this before once, but Equalizer. Ikoriza is the Japanese translation of that, or Equalizer. But yeah, Equalizer. Its Bankai though is Sinrazor Equalizer, which is actually Sinreza Equalizer. But let me just see what the other translation would be here. There is so it actually would be Sumi Razor. Razor, Sim Razor. So Sumi Reza Equalizer. Now again, this is Google Translate. I'm actually not sure what the actual name would be. That's as close as you can get. And the spirit, for the sake of sakes, would be a very heavily armored, very paranoid type of almost like old man. But do not underestimate that old man. Now, it's Shikai. Look, I'm not going to lie. It takes the form of a firearm. Now, that might seem weird, but we do have firearms in Bleach. Robert Aquatron had dual pistols that what he used to shoot out one of Shinsui's eyes. Lily Barrow has a sniper rifle. Coyote Stark has pistols. Even in the Bout arc, which isn't canon, but still. The woman who created the Bouts had what was akin to a firearm in the Soul Society. Now, is this like a full-on you're firing bullets? No. If anything, this is probably akin to like a shape-shifting rifle, one that can kind of change forms to what's needed. And it fires concentrated Ryatsu. That's what it fires. In essence, its ammo is tied to the life force of the user. But if he needs a pistol, he can just, do it for just a standard, easier shot. If he needs a rifle, hell, if he needs to, he can kind of do like a very large Gatling gun. But something like that would be a lot more costly to him because it's just spraying Ryatsu. It's Bankai. I look at it kind of like when you see someone like Bakugo in My Hero Academia, or what's her name? The insane chick from Akame Got Killed. Yeah, take your pick of that. But the one who had all the enhancements. Why am I blanking on her name? But her, who was had this insane sense of justice, had the dog Imperial Arm. Someone basically, he's now got an entire arsenal on his back. Essentially, he's carrying a giant artillery turret with multiple different types of firearms on him. And really, because firearms and his right to bear arms are sort of tied to his character, I do think that is the best best route we can go for Burt on that. The sense of freedom it gives him, the sense of control. And so I think that works best. Now, I say melee, sure, this could still be used in a physical fight, but let's be honest, it has no real physical capabilities apart from bludgeoning someone. So that would be a weakness of the Zanpakuto. But as I said, the real weakness is the fact that this thing drains your life force. This thing drains your Ryatsu. You use too much of this, you use this Bankai or Zanpakuto too long, it could and will kill you. I mean, granted, if you're a captain level opponent who's wielding it, or captain level user wielding it, then you'll be fine overall. But the point still remains that it is a big problem for this Zanpakuto. Still, though, that's just my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Put in the comments below. Let me know. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.